Hey everyone, Lewd here. Before we get to today's audio, I just want to let you guys know that this audio is actually a preview audio for my first ever DLC exclusive. This is basically the SFW version of this audio, but if you want access to the full 22-minute NSFW version, click the link in the description or in the pinned comment. And if you want to be notified of my future exclusives on DLC, feel free to follow my circle as well. Thank you, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Yes, the festival will be proceeding as planned next week, along with the bake sale to fund for the new activities we're trying to incorporate. At this rate, we should meet our financial goals in the next 1 to 2 months, according to the paperwork. You wrote all the stuff down for the meeting, right, Juni? Yes, I did. You know, I'm always on it with the notes when you're reciting your speeches. I'm way too lucky to have ended up with a friend like you in my life. You know, I try my best to be organized and plan everything ahead, but sometimes I just can't get everything in order. That's what being your best friend is for. You know I always have your back. So, what's the agenda for today? Well, for starters, I need some goddamn fuel because these meetings are always so stressful. I always write the principal and teachers will deny our proposals. Already prepared. Here's a granola bar. Also, denying proposals, they have yet to do so. You have nothing to worry about. You are one of their top students. After all, they always trust you. Yeah, but with this idea, you know it's such a risk. A sexual service committee? Any sensible staff would have straight up denied me and maybe even expelled me. Yes, that's true. But you're very smart and beautiful and have a way with words. The way you speak is so persuasive and reassuring. You're right. The only thing I'm worried about is you making this announcement in the auditorium. The male students may be pissed. They'll live. You know, the main reason for this was to guarantee safety on both ends. Have you heard the horror stories about what girls have gone through in other schools that have done this? No. So enlighten me, because I'm curious. Well, as we all know, males usually tend to be more openly horny and sexually driven than women. They hopped on the sexual service committee's opportunity like flies on shit, and they're fucking girls in every class period, between classes, after school. They even coordinate gangbangs and bukakes with their friends. It's absolute madness. I know a girl who got so overwhelmed she passed out multiple times. In the middle of her service? Yes! Crazy, right? Okay, and tell me how we'll prevent that here? Guess you didn't pay attention to the whole meeting, you butt. But it's fine. It'll be explained for the announcement. Speaking of which, it is my time to shine. Hello, my fellow students. This is Ame and Juni here with an important announcement. As always, after a student committee meeting, we summarize the upcoming plans for our school to keep you all up to date, and there is a new law becoming part of our school that will change things. Many, if not all of you, are active on social media. I'm certain you've already heard of the sexual service committee that is becoming a thing in many schools. For those of you who don't know, a study was done that showed relieving sexual frustration helped students focus way more in their studies. As a result, sexual service committees have started to become a thing in schools. This consists of a committee of female students existing to sexually satisfy male students and staff at any time without any complaints. As you can expect with male hormones, this has resulted in girls being used constantly during the span of an entire day and also causing dangerous and harmful situations for them. As your student council president, order and safety is my first priority always, so a meeting was called today on how our school was going to incorporate that in our system while also maintaining a safe environment. To start off, we will be having a sexual service committee in our school. But this committee will consist of males rather than females. I know a lot of girls will not excessively use the male students like that, compared to if it was the other way around, but male students will still be protected regardless. Every morning, a form will have to be submitted on what male you want to use, the time you want to use him, and the amount of time you want to use him for. There will be an approval process and discussion with the student to make sure he's okay with it, and one male student cannot be used more than 3 times a day. At the current moment, male students will be enrolled in an on-demand basis. The higher the demands, the more students we will put into the service. It is completely at random, so it is not guaranteed you'll be put in, but that's something to keep in mind. Thank you all for listening to this announcement. I'm excited for the new era our school will be going into and the path that I'll pave for the future generations. You are dismissed.
So, what's the plan for tonight?
Well, the plan right now is to fill out some paperwork, and we also need to have a discussion with the principal tomorrow morning. The service has been working out pretty well. Look how happy that guy is. I'm really glad the dudes aren't, opposed to this. I was worried they were gonna, be mad, but I guess they're enjoying it more than I thought.
Hey, isn't that one kid who was supposed to pass back today?
Well, I'll be damned. Thought he ran out of school or something to avoid paying us.
He must have been sick or something.
Maybe. Let's talk to him. So, what are you up to? Putting your books away and heading home? Thought so. You're gonna have to postpone that for now. You and I need to have a lovely little chat, okay? Follow me, and don't even think about trying to run.
You'll make her really angry if you do that.
Did you double check the doors?
Yes, they're locked, and all the students finished their extracurricular activities, so I don't think anyone else should be coming in these locker rooms.
Good. So, do you have the money we asked for? I could have sworn that I made it very clear that today was your deadline. And yet here we are on Friday with only half after you just disappeared from school for the last few days.
Yeah, you really pissed her off now.
I didn't have to keep those girls from fucking you, I have no clue why you asked to borrow money from one of the richest girls in school, but keep in mind, the deal was, until you paid her off, you had to fuck her whenever she wanted. And I, being the nice person I am, covered it for you. But, like we agreed, in return, you had to pay me back. On my deadline, which you promised and you didn't. I could have just let her and all her friends have their way with you like they do all the other boys around here. Having my protection comes with a cost. You know that very well, don't you?
I don't think you understand. What Ame wants, she gets. So, I think you need to pay her back. Or else, I don't know what she'll do to you. That girl has a temper.
Just what I thought. Of course, you don't have what I asked for. I guess I'll just throw you back her way and let her have fun with you whenever she feels like it. What are you on your knees for? Begging for my forgiveness? Well, I guess I can't resist when a man begs. Alright, how about this? Me and Juni will have our way with you, and we'll give you another 2 weeks. How does that sound? Sounds like a win-win to me. Wait, Juni, do you want to have fun with him?
Yeah. If you want to, then I'm fine with it.
Okay then. So, it's a deal? Good. Take your clothes off. Before we do anything, you are gonna give me and Juni a little show.